All right, y'all know what it is, man. What up, though, to everybody? Falling in the chat. Happy Friday. Hopefully, the week and today and the weekend and the rest of life and this year stuff will be good to you. Y'all already know when y'all seen this subject come on. You know I was gonna cook. I wanted to do a piston live tomorrow, but I don't know, man. We'll see. I got some things working, so I might do a live from the park or something tomorrow. I don't know. Uh, on the Pistons because they play tonight today. I was going to do the Pistons because I knew it's going to be hard for me to get to them in the morning tomorrow, but we will see, all right? But we talking about, you see it. It's going to be Dan Campbell. I don't think you need an elite quarterback to win big in NFL. And Dan Campbell says he like Goff right now, but non-committal about Jared Goff being the future, right? So do me that favor, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications go live, or drop a video. Okay, financially want to support the channel. Cash App, Venmo in the description, and run at the bottom of the screen. PayPal link exclusively in the description. Cash App is $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. Like I said, PayPal link description. And check out the Lions 101 playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate everybody for coming in today. Let's get it started. All right, John, what's going on? He said, I think Mark Cunningham said, I think he's right, but the NFL says otherwise. Trey Finesse, what's going on, brother? He said, sup, bro? The Tigers won today. We lit downtown. Oh, today was open today. Yeah, they beat the White Sox. Sorry, my last comment was, oh, yeah, shout out to Tigers, dude. Might start talking some Tigers. Shout out to the Tiger style, So, yeah, I disagree. You know what I'm saying? Now, can you fuck around and have a fluke year and make a run to the Super Bowl without elite quarterback? Yes, that's been done time and time over again, okay? Well, I ain't gonna say over again, but you had Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, Jimmy Garoppolo made a run, but they didn't win it. More because of Jimmy Garoppolo than anything else. He was asked to make one throw. They Super Bowl year, and it did not happen. Okay, they asked him to make one funky ass throw, just one throw, and he overshot. I think it was what was it? Emmanuel Sanders. He overshot him, and you definitely do need like I said before, if you want to sustain success, you need an elite quarterback in this league. That's just the actual fact. And you want to, have an anomaly of a year, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, they won it. Or you want to talk about, the year that Jimmy Garoppolo just had, so be it. But what's the difference? What's the difference when talking about Kirk Cousins? When a guy you look at like Kirk Cousins, good football player, good, solid football player, but he's not elite. He's not an elite football player. Say what you want to say about Kirk Cousins. He's not. And if he was an elite football player, I think Minnesota would have I think Minnesota would have would at least had a Super Bowl appearance, honestly. I mean, you gotta remember Case Keenum, took them to the make sure I hit the thumbs up button for me. Case Keenum took them to the what was it? Was it almost the NFC? Yeah, I think it's the NFC Championship game, and they lost to Nick Foles and all that. So, you say you don't need a great quarterback to win big in this for 1 year, but it's so few anomaly years when that happened. Last is Jimmy Garoppolo, but he didn't win it. But I mean, like I said before, this could be smoke and mirrors. This could be what they believe, but I ain't believing nobody who threw Jared Goff in the dirt so many times last year about is he could tip Jared Goff in the short term or the long term. But let's read this. It says Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell. Hold on, pull this up for y'all. Shout out to B. What's going on, brother? Let's pull this article. What's going on? So he says that Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, I don't think you need an elite quarterback to win big in the NFL. He said, no, I don't think you need that. Campbell said, I think that those guys like that are obviously they're special and they certainly can give you a better chance, but No, I don't believe you need to have one of those guys to sustain success. And you do need to have one of those guys to sustain success. Show me a system that sustains success, at least 5 or 6 years without a elite quarterback.
You would have thought getting kicked in the behind by Aaron Rodgers a couple times would at least make you think otherwise. I don't know.
Unless it's a smokester, you would think Alex Smith, being removed from Kansas City and plugging in Patrick Mahomes would make you think otherwise.
Right. History was made.
What Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson did was so long ago, and those all-time great defenses never repeated, and that's why, because you got to keep 11 guys. You at least got to keep 15 guys together on defense because that count. When you talk about a quarterback, he's just changing so many rules to allow them to stay healthy. But he went on. He said, "This is really what you're trying to acquire, a guy you can feel like can come in and he's going to be able to have solid production for you." Campbell said, "Quote, that's kind of the idea. We need to feel like that. All right, this guy comes in. It may take just a little bit, but you like to believe by the time you hit your first game that this player is starting for you and is going to be able to produce and then be able to grow a little bit from there." He said, Campbell said he came away from the Senior Bowl with favorable impressions of top quarterbacks Malik Willis and Sam Howell, who were on the Lions Coach America team. I don't know, I lost that. Willis, one of the most, I know we already know that about Willis. But he said, quote, we got better exposure than anybody that hasn't directly been around them, so I feel like we got a pretty good handle on both of them. I like both of them. Campbell said, look at Malik. He's explosive now. This is guy's an explosive athlete. He'll learn to play quarterback position, but he's explosive. All right. He says that also went on to say that Campbell says he sees the value in having a mobile signal caller, one with the pocket mobility, who can make plays not just with his legs but passing down the field. He praised Jared Goff for his play down the stretch last season. Quote, I'm glad we got him this year, but was evasive in answering the questions about the vision for the future at the position and danger and waiting too long to find a long-term solution. He says, quote, I think it's more, man, like right now, what's best for us right now, Campbell said, quote, Brad's got to look in it a little bit further off than I am, but right now what gives us the best chance, and man, when let's build this roster in general. He said, quote, now the right guy sitting there at the right pick at that position, then let's do it. But we like Goff, and I like where he's at. He's finished strong. Keep adding pieces, and then, man, whenever that is it next year? Is it this year? Is it 2 years from now? And the right guy sitting there, then figure out a way to get the guy, and you figure out that way when it's the right guy. Like I said before about Jared Goff, bro. I don't know where he get off, trying to be confident in Jared Goff down the stretch. They played the backup Jordan Love, okay? They played the Arizona team that was still sliding. Kyler Murray won his back. He ain't got his bag. So, and then they played Minnesota, which the defense held Minnesota, I believe, under 20 both times.
And then it looked like the backups looked like they would challenge him for the job. If his name wasn't Jared Goff, number one pick, his job probably would have been taken by one of those other guys.
Man, you never know. So yeah, they lost 11 straight. Well, the second time they held Minnesota to 27 points, but the first time that defense held them to under a dub. You know what I'm saying? The defense held a couple people under a dub this season early on. They held Baltimore. They held really should have held Chicago under the dub if he didn't keep turning the damn ball over. Minnesota under a dub. They held Steelers under a dub. They held the Browns under a dub. They held the Bears again under a dub. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. They held Atlanta to a dub. They held Arizona under a dub. The defense came up big. Jared Goff really benefited from a defense that had a lot of opportunity turning the ball over. They had time. They gave Jared Goff every chance to win damn near every game, especially in the beginning. Every chance.
Yeah. Well.
Every chance. They made so even in that Aaron Rodgers game, until it started raining, he was playing pretty good. The defense was doing pretty good against Devontae Adams and so. But people tend to just forget and just think at the end of the season, historically, that's what the Lions always done. If they start off hot, they finish slow. If they start off slow, they finish hot. That's just the way it is, bro. But it is what it is. Shout out to the Tigers, though. Get the dub over White Sox, Chicago stepchild to the Chicago Cubs. Nap guy, salute. He said that's comment he made was crazy. It's basically throwing Goff under the bus, but saying he'd ride with him. Hey, Jared Goff made Dan Campbell cry. F Goff. You know, he was in the press conference like, bro. But Jared Goff also, Dan Campbell was also directly responsible for some losses. He was. But he tightened up his play call and his decision making and put them in better positions to win. But really the hero was Aaron Glenn, bro.
Yeah, facts.
That was the hero, bro, because he dealt with more injuries than Dan Campbell did. He dealt with, quote unquote, they didn't have no talent. That linebacker core was atrocious, but when Jamie Collins left, they looked a lot better. He was the hero. That defense gave this offense on most Sundays an opportunity to win, bro. On most Sundays, they gave Jared Goff every opportunity, bro. They was holding teams under a dub, and if they got more support from the offense, they would have held more teams under a dub all season. Tumba salute.
And it clearly showed that every defensive back that he worked with got better.
Everyone.
Every single
Parker.
one. Jerry Hughes.
Bobby Price.
Melifonwu.
All of them. Melifonwu was dogging in the first game until the Green Bay game until he got injured.
Man, he's the truth, man.
He was dogging, man. Real talk, he was, bro. Off the rip, Parker, Price. What's the other guy? I always forget his name. I don't be meaning to forget the brother's name.
Jerry Hughes.
All right, Jerry Hughes, is it?
Yeah, Jerry Hughes, undrafted from Arkansas, remember?
Oh, yeah. I like him.
And then Parker, CJ Moore, something like that.
I like CJ Moore, too, with the safety.
Out of nowhere, just had him balling. We just had him balling.
What's going on, Benjamin? Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, he did, bro. Like, really, Eric Glenn really did the job. It's Josh in his back, salute. It ain't no, like, takes iron out your picture. You know he gone, huh? Oh, boy could play defense in your picture, though. Number 5, he was going crazy the other night. Was that last night? Forget the dude's name. Renardo, salute. Chill out. You the one from LA, Sean. You sent us this. I can't get jiggy with this Jared Goff bullshit. He said, what you been chewing on the CD or something? I don't give a fuck. Give me the refund.
So he basically a quarterback ain't a necessity? Is that basically what he was saying?
But actually just saying you ain't got to have one. He said to sustain. Now, first, if you read the headline and say the win big, okay, we had anomalies where you win big. But the thing about also not having a quarterback to win big, you still got to, if they win anything, you still got to pay them like a top flight quarterback.
You want to know something about that, bro? Look at the Tennessee Titans and look at the Bengals. What happened in that playoff game?
I mean, perfect example.
Perfect running back, wide receivers, defense. Where they have 9 sacks, could have played a better game.
But Ben, both of those teams are blessed to be in that situation. We are the Detroit Lions. We have not won a playoff game.
But B. Taylor, but let me say this: the Bengals were the polar opposite almost.
You can't tell somebody what to do on the second floor when you can't even get in the house. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's true.
I think he's just saying the difference was the quarterback. And Joe Burrow was playing handicap with that offensive line.
If Joe Burrow would have been on the Titans, that would have been a blowout.
Because how can you who's seeing Derrick Henry coming back? You know, Derrick Henry and Cam Akers come back from major injuries, and they didn't miss a fucking beat, bro. They didn't miss a beat. Cam Akers looked just as fast as he was coming in his rookie year. And Derrick Henry, like, he ain't drop a beat. He still almost had a 1,000-yard mark running.
Their defense is so good. They sacked him 9. They set a record and still.
I'm gonna say this. Joe Burrows and the Bengals, man, they had one of the worst play callers in football this playoff run. Joe Burrows is really fucking good, bro. Because he was able to overcome that damn Jerry Jacobs' his name. That was not Jerry Hill, Jerry Jacobs. That's the edge rusher.
Jerry Jacobs. My bad. I'm sorry.
That was my thing about it. But he says right here, he said, but no, I don't believe you have to have one of those guys to sustain success. That's the most ignorant comment I heard since Marty Morningwig.
Bro, look at how Joe Burrow has changed around the Bengals, bro. That's
easily.
A example.
Yeah,
and then you only got paid.
You're just trying to calm us down because we're gonna go in riot mode if we don't take Willis.
The Bengals were the only team we could. The Bengals were the only team we could shit on. We can't even do that anymore.
Man, or Cleveland only won then. They got a playoff win, but shit, Cleveland. I mean, but had Baker Mayfield just did what he did the previous year, he would have had a big contract.
At least
But
they
he would
got
have got a big. But he would have got a big contract. You do need one of those guys to sustain success. That's a fact. Without, Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay sustained success without Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has been knocked out multiple years, I believe. And each year, they pick him pretty high, or they don't have a chance to win it. I mean, Russell Wilson in Seattle, you know what I'm saying? He covered up a lot of deficiencies. I mean, Kyler Murray, he was a number 1 overall pick. Check this out. Never had a losing season in Arizona. Number 1 overall pick, never had a losing season.
I just guess you can label somebody not important that has the ball majority of the time in their hands. I just never understood that.
You ain't lying. You put all that capital into the offense, unless it's a smoke screen. You put all that capital in the offensive line. You put a lot of capital into the backfield. You put a lot of money into a tight end, a lot of draft picking tight end, picking up his 5th option. And you didn't see what we seen last year. Like I said before, if they don't find a solution pretty soon, it don't matter how you build your team. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tennessee. Everything is done right. Derrick Henry, his clock ticking.
Who was the wide receiver that just brought in? I can't think of his name.
Who? Tennessee?
Yeah, that wide receiver that has a guy from Dallas, I think. What was his name? Or Oakland? I can't think of who it was.
Who you talking about? From Tennessee Titans? They brought somebody in?
Nah, just this year recently. Didn't they bring a trade for somebody?
Julio Jones. They cut his ass. They brought in Julio.
Yeah, Julio.
They brought in Julio. Yep, they brought in Julio. It's because it's been a smart trade. But like I said before, if Jared Goff get off to the same start, I want y'all to keep that same energy week 1 through whatever it is at the end of the season. He had a good run, but
it's basically coming around full circle again. It's saying that he's not good enough for the number 2 pick. Take Malik Willis, if not traded.
I don't see him.
And not even just that with Malik Willis. They have all these questions about Kayvon Kimball, though. Not only is the durability an issue or his effort an issue, they talking about he got other interests. Come on.
But let me tell you, everybody got other interests besides their job.
Absolutely.
Not the way they put it.
When you get off work, you think about going to go do something else. I don't know why people got a problem with that.
Don't bring that shit up with nobody else. Because the last person that had other interests for the Lions like that, DeAndre Levy, ended his career jumping out of a plane.
Everybody,
that's a fact.
Got other interests, bro.
That don't matter.
I want to go to work every day. That's all I want to do.
They didn't say nothing about Trevor Lawrence how last year when he was talking about something how football won't like the end all be all and all that shit.
They don't do that. You know when they do that too. And then he was a bust. People talking about how great that draft class, quarterback class last year. And if it wasn't for Mac Jones and Davis Mills, it would have been a complete flop.
But shoot, even Davis Mills, he had some alright games. He had a bunch of not good games, and then Mac Jones landed in the perfect situation. He was only solid.
Oh, it is. My Mac burgered up.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, here you go. Hold on. I can just reset it. Give me a minute. All right, I should be good now. But yeah, with Davis Mills, you got to remember he's got to win that bitch, dude. And then when he got a chance to sit down and Tyrod came back, he took back in for Tyrod. He was fired, bro.
But Mac Jones, shoot, he landed in the perfect situation and he only played solid.
Right, it's all situational.
It's not like you a quarterback and you ain't win the rookie of the year. They act like he balled out like Russell Wilson or RG3 and Cam Newton their rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, he was solid.
He was solid, but he wasn't nothing crazy.
Roethlisberger was the same shit. His expectations was low. They was telling
matter of fact, pick a veteran and throw him in Jacksonville, and you're not going to be successful. So that's how I feel about Trevor.
He had Gardner Minshew went like.
Y'all don't like Trevor Lawrence?
I just said situation.
I don't know. I'm gonna see what he do. I'm gonna see what he do with this.
Because I'm hearing the word bust, and I'm like, bro.
But my thing is, everybody is a lot of people situational. A lot of these dudes situational. So
when you say that, you got to name a person that'll go to Jacksonville that'll ball out there.
If you go out there and dominate against Alabama, I feel like you got a chance of being a star. So.
Nobody.
I think Mike Jones was good, man. That playoff game, he threw some damn dimes, and my man was dropping them.
Yeah. Jags take Mac Jones first overall. You don't see that.
But then it ain't just Jacksonville. It was Urban Myers. Not even know who Aaron Donald was. Trevor Lawrence didn't have a chance.
So it's situational.
But I say this too. Hey, listen to me this too. Listen to me this too. If Mac Jones went to the 49ers, them niggas probably in the damn Super Bowl too.
Right, because that's a better situation.
Yeah, better situation.
You know, they had a bad quarterback and made it to the AFC Championship, so you ain't even got to ask them to do much in that.
No, all Jimmy Garoppolo had to do 2-3 years ago was make one throw the whole playoff run. That's it.
Shit, all he had to do in that Super Bowl was hit Emmanuel Sanders on that whatchamacallit.
It don't get no simpler than that. You say you don't need no.
Play on the coach. They should have ran the ball in that game. I remember that.
I mean, shit, all they got to do is drop that. That was an easy throw. Mac Jones was dropping dimes in that playoff game. They was just dropping bitches.
Yeah, no bitch on 50-yard passes.
He had to. He had to throw that ball in that game. You know, if he completed, they win. Simple as that. Maybe you don't need one, but certainly would be nice. You do need one, especially in Detroit.
What they saying you don't need?
Elite quarterback, especially in Cleveland.
You need a quarterback. Do you know how rare? You know how rare it is for teams to go like deep in the playoffs without quarterback? You see that shit once every like 6-7 years, where a trash team or a team will go far with a trash quarterback.
Look at Minnesota, bro.
Hey! Don't talk about Kirk Cousins, man.
No, look up at Minnesota. Look at Minnesota put Russell Wilson.
They had Case Keenum that one year in 2017 when they made to the NFC
Championship. Don't talk about Kirk Cousins, man.
You put Russell Wilson in Minnesota, they got at least one Super Bowl appearance. At least one. That'd been a good ass football. They had a great defense at one point up there, and they just got old.
They did.
Kirk Cousins is the vagabond of quarter. I ain't even mad at Kirk for stealing money, bro. Keep stealing that money, bro. I ain't mad at no player. Made the most money out of any quarterback the last 5 seasons. I ain't even mad at that. Joe Mixon running for 1,200 also. Yeah. Behind a shitty ass line too. The comment is scary. It is scary, but also it can be smoke. But like I said before, I remember when Stafford first started talking in Detroit. A couple years in, he started like a dummy. People said, you need a quarterback guru. You need to work on your accuracy. And he started opening his mouth, and people started turning on him. And he shut back up, and it was cool. Robert Woods, he went to Tennessee. Yep, that's who it was. You need a franchise quarterback. Not this BS, okay, quarterback. Michael, subscribe to him, man. You do need in Detroit, it's a special situation. You had a very skillful quarterback in Matt Stafford, and that still wasn't enough. Roddy Trey, what up? Motor City and Benfo. Bro, I totally agree. You do. You know, light him up, B. Taylor, CJ. He said, Eric say, without a stud quarterback, you just the middle of the pack. Especially in Detroit. That's in Detroit. San Francisco, John Lynch and whoever was before John Lynch or Harbaugh, they built a good foundation and infrastructure there. You look at Dallas. Dallas got a really good football team, but what if you put Aaron Rodgers in Dallas, or what if you put Tom in Dallas? Don't you seem like it'd be an extra oomph? And no disrespect to Scott, he was coming off a gruesome injury. Goff is not the future, man. We need a quarterback. I just waiting for them to extend Goff or make his contract guaranteed or something. I'm waiting for it.
It seemed like a Lions type move. They flirted the windows.
Brad Holmes love him. Another Pac-12 player. We tell out here, y'all. He said we don't. Ross said we don't have a top 10 defense in Detroit. That defense is not cheeks, bro. People keep saying the defense is cheeks, bro. Look what they did. Look what they did last season, bro. They held people under a dub. That offense just couldn't get off the offense just couldn't get off couldn't staying on the field. That defense they did. If the defense was so bad, why is Aaron Glenn named the next minority candidate to get a job?
Just get some interviews. To get interviews. That's it.
But they said that he the next one, the most likely to get hired next year. And he did that with a lot of undrafted players, a lot of rookies that got injured. He missed Melifano, he missed Levi and Zorky, he missed a whole bunch of guys, and they didn't miss a beat. That defense was great compared to what that was on offense. That offense was three and out. Pick the defense will take the ball away, give it back to him. They still lose the game. What else y'all want from the defense, bro?
The thing is, all what you talking about comes straight from y'all.
Did we have a game with interception too? I can't remember.
Man, they had a takeaway. They had a takeaway in Atlanta. Tim Boyle couldn't score. couldn't score. I'm glad he didn't score to win the game, but he still couldn't score. That defense, like if you watch the game, when people understand football, it's three phases to football, and they all correlate with each other. From special teams, offense to defense, they all affect each other. If you go back and watch them game, even the Bengals game, the offense was so putrid that the defense just got tired from being on the field. The Philadelphia game, just the games they got blew out in, the defense got tired. The Rams game, they held Stafford down. All Jared Goff had to do was make a throw. And that game could have been their first win or close to their first win. He didn't make it, bro. For people just putting this emphasis in that the defense is... Watch the games. Don't look at the numbers. The numbers lie. Watch the games with this team, bro. And the offense, they can run the ball, but they couldn't move the chains with Jared Goff's arm. Simple as that. Trevor Lawrence trash. I can't really call him trash. Can't call him Goff neither. Yeah, like, bro, people keep saying that and they looking at the number, but if you watch the games, you understand. The defense has been solid. It just was the simple fact that Matt Patricia just didn't do nothing different. Aaron Glenn did something different. He called pressures. And look what he did that with, bro. Think about that. Think about what he did with that defense, bro. With so many young guys, and he did a way better job than Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia had everybody he wanted, from Jamie Collins to Trey Flowers. He had everybody. He handpicked this defense, and then if he didn't like you, Darius Slay, Clover Quinn, what's my man's name that signed back to Seattle? My boy, Quadre Diggs,
and Coleman.
He did a better job. If you look at this schedule, I'm not gonna lie, I can break down each game. The first game was what it was, but also for the 49ers to put up 41 points, he threw a pick six in that game, and they went for it on fourth down several times on the other side of their 50. Okay? Green Bay, in that game, Jared Goff played a hell of a first half, and the second half he was cheeks. The score wasn't even that bad. Defensively, Jared Goff gave up. The Ravens game, they held him under a dub. What else do you want? Yes, Will Harris gave up, but they should have put up more points.
That was the super long field goal. If I'm not
off a miracle kick like that.
Look at this. The offense didn't score a point in the first half. So and the defense gave up 10 points, probably whatever it was. That's Lamar fucking Jackson. What do you expect? You ain't gonna hold him down for the whole.
We had the Cardinals too. We had the Cardinals in there, then I think, didn't we?
12 points. And then you look at the Chicago game. They turned the ball over 4 or 5 times inside the 10 in that game, and the defense held them under 25 points. And that offense should have had 50 points that game. Frank Ragnar got injured on a hot snap. It was several other type of turnovers, fumbles in the inside the 10 or 20. Minnesota game, once again, another game that probably should have been their first win. They lost on a long field goal. They only put up 6 points in the first 3 quarters. The defense held them to 19. Albeit they didn't have the white boy. What's his name? It's a white boy named Adam Thielen. They didn't have him. But we'll get back to that too when they do get him. Cincinnati game. Put up 11 fucking points, bro. And all 11 came in the fourth quarter. Look at the defense. They gave up 7 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter. They held Cincinnati to 10 points. The same Cincinnati team that was in the damn Super Bowl. They had them 10 points in the first half. What you
in the Atlanta game too, the end of the game, we couldn't score off of that. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. And then look at this. What you expect gonna happen in the second half? They tired. I'm gonna debunk all this shit today about the defense, bro. Because I watched every game, painfully so. I did watch every game with a Meek Mill album called Expensive Pain. In the LA game, he did good in the first half. The defense, they held him to a bagel in the third quarter, but you can't hold down them. And Jared Goff turned the ball over in the end zone to end the game anyway. And I think they came back and scored a late touchdown. I can't really remember.
Against Atlanta too. Same thing he did against Atlanta. Do an interception in the game.
And then Philly was one of the worst games early on this season. You know what I'm saying? They didn't score a point to the fourth quarter. It just was a bad matchup. But then again, they still only gave up 17 points in the first half. You at least can get 3 or 7. And the third quarter was their only bad quarter, probably because they was tired. And who knows what Jared Goff did in that game? You know, I'm just pointing out the facts, bro. Like, you know,
man, people be crying like we ain't got 2 other picks right behind. And I mean, like, dang, like it'll be okay if we don't take defense at 2. Oh,
Defense whatever, but they held Steelers under 20 points again. That was with Tim Boyle. They held the Browns under 20 points, and I think that one of them games was the game Jared Goff played terrible. And I think it was the Browns game. He was kind of
basically once we got rid of Jamie Collins, we took off. As soon as we got
Jamie
Collins, we took off.
You know, you keep going with it. The Chicago game, they held them on Thanksgiving. Andy Dalton came in after Justin Fields, did what he did versus. They held them under a dub. The second Minnesota game, they held them under 30, and they had Thielen too, and they locked Thielen the fuck up that game. He only had 1 catch. Tyler Conklin, he had a good season this year. They didn't play out Dalvin Cook that time, but Madison is really good, man. And you got to remember too, in this game, Jared Goff threw a pick, and we thought the game was over. I'm pretty sure people walked out of that mofo. And then the defense got the ball back so Amar Rock could come in and score the final touchdown. So they like I said before, he threw that pick that people thought the game was over and the defense got to stop. Then Denver, Denver was Denver going to Mile High is always an experience.
That's right.
They sure yes.
And this is another thing that I want to say. People don't hit the panic button on defense if they take a quarterback or offense because we see it every year. There's teams that draft well to the point where they're like, dang, we didn't expect to get this guy. We can release or trade this guy and get this salary off our books. So you end up seeing a defensive stud being dealt for a 3rd rounder or a 4th rounder, and we'll be right there for that. And everything will fall in place perfectly. I mean, like, you can't close the door on those situations as well. They happen all the time. They just got to be in on them.
And also too, you can bank on growth too. Some of them dudes gonna take a step next year. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, if you watch the games, bro, the offense was putrid. They put the defense in bad. And some of these games you can't defend like Denver, but then again, you did it with injuries. You in week 15, 14, and 13. You tired.
Yeah, you want to talk about it.
Well, that was Tim Boyle that played that game. They beat the Cardinals. They held them under.
Tim Boyle that played that game.
You said what?
That was Tim Boyle that played that game.
Yeah, that was Tim Boyle. Good they lost. I mean, it don't matter at this point because they had number 2 anyway. So, what's the difference between 3? But man, that was Tim Boyle that played that game. Terrible. And I don't even know how he in the NFL, boy. Sometimes it paid it. I'm going to be quiet.
I would have picked that up.
It is what it is. And like I said before, bro, people keep talking about the deep. Bro, we had good defenses before. People tend to forget that. Stafford had Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson. They couldn't score no more points in that Dallas game. I keep telling y'all, the defense was nowhere. The defense was playoff caliber. I will say that.
We scored against with the Seattle. We didn't score against.
We scored. That was Tim Boyle playing again. I keep telling y'all, bro.
I'm talking about just Matt Stafford in playoffs. I don't think we scored that game.
Yeah, it's always bad going up to Seattle. Can you blame them? But then again, like I said before, if you can't move the football, bro, people just don't understand, bro. The rules is going more and more in the offense, bro. Some people you can't stop. Matt Jones was game trade straight up and down, but he was a rookie, so that's for him. You talking about who you talking about the tackle? So they just trust the 3 Jared Goffs on our team. They see talent in the draft and they just want to take it. Like I said before, you can have all the talent in the world. They had a top 3 defense one year with Ndamukong Suh. Who else was on that team? DeAndre Levy. Ziggy Ansah was in his prime as we know it now. Right? And they didn't score enough points in that game. They did not. The defense did the job. You had Golden Tate, Reggie Bush, Drake Bell, Eric Ebron, Calvin Johnson. Pettigrew. And everybody talk about that one play with Pettigrew. Yeah, that was bad, but you know what it is when you go to Dallas when you're not named Aaron Rodgers. You know exactly what it is. And if you watch the games last year, you don't have to watch closely. If you watch the games in the beginning of the season, he had multiple opportunities to be a 500 game team. Jared Goff did. He had a running game. He had, it was solid blocking. Considered they had to move everything around. But go ahead and take all defense, and I'm going to prove my point. I'm going to continue to prove my point. Every year I'm going to prove my point. I will continue to prove my point. If you don't have a quarterback in this league, in Detroit, you will not win. If Cincinnati didn't take Joe Burrows and they took whoever else was outside of Joe Burrows, a tackle guard, the best defensive player available, cool. Go ahead. They will still be picking number 1 this year. They will be picking top 5, top 10. Look at Cincinnati, Cleveland. They got everything. Quarterbacks, safeties, Clowney and Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive players in the league. They had Mac Wilson. They had everything. A good offensive line. The kid from Michigan State. Who they left tackle? Forget who it is.
Running back, man.
Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Dearness, whatever his name. But bro, what else you all want?
Odell Beckham.
They got 55 tight ends. Juice Landry, Beckham, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Why did Cleveland win last year?
Damn, I forgot they did down people.
What did win last year, bro?
Quarterback. Hey, watch this. They went 2-0 in the games they didn't play Baker with Case Keenum. They was undefeated.
Mm-hmm. It's what it is. Dallas is overrated. That is not talent. I don't think they are. I mean, they're overrated every year, but they got the talent.
That's pretty talented, bro.
They got the talent. What else you want?
I mean, you got to bring in talent.
Yeah, William Clay the truth. But if Jerry just get all his way, they probably would win. He wanted to take Johnny Manziel over Zach Martin, and he let William Clay do his thing. William Clay is a brother, so he is a brother. So shout out to him. But because they don't know football, Mike. Most of them don't understand what they see. I don't even know if they watch the games. But watching this year, that might have been an anomaly last year. You know what I'm saying? The takeovers, the young talent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's that, bro. Like I said, I think Detroit is a fanboy city, bro. They just when a player come here, they go so hard for them, whether they trash or not, bro.
Detroit love bums, boy. Our defense definitely played above their play grade in the second half. In the first half too. The second half they got tired. They just you can't be going 3 and out, bro. You can't be punting the ball. I would love to know they snaps played this season. If somebody can send that to me. It's the truth. But everybody see everything wrong with the defense, but don't see what's wrong with Jared Goff. I mean, it is what if the media was pushing, if the free press and Burkett and Carlos and all them was what Carlos is, but if most of them was pushing a quarterback, that's what everybody will regurgitate, bro. If Mel Kiper was saying Malik Willis, that's what people would be regurgitating, bro. And like I said before, Dan Campbell, he made some mistakes last year, a lot of them, but he righted his wrongs, and he got better. But it's still yet to be seen, because I don't want to see you crying I don't care if you cry at the podium this year, honestly, bro, because this ain't gonna turn around until you get a quarterback, and that's just a fact. Fans are acting like our defense was trash, but yet suffered massive injuries on that side of the ball, and think we still spent most of the money in the offseason on offense. There you go. And think Jared Goff was scared to throw past 10 yards until Josh Reynolds came. You think the NFL is not going to make an adjustment, bro? Then Campbell was a first-year play caller. Check this out real quick. I'll let y'all go. Dan Campbell was a first-year play caller, right? He elevated Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator, who never called plays. Do you know the NFL is going to adjust to what the Lions do if they don't continue to put more capital on offense, bro? They're going to make an adjustment, and they're going to take away Jared Goff over the top throws this year. They're going to make him throw corners. They're going to make him throw outs. They're going to make him throw they're going to make him throw outside the timing routes, outside the hashes. And can Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, both who are inexperienced, can they make the adjustment? And they're going to adjust to Aaron Glenn's defense too. You turn whatever you got going in the background, you're going to turn that up, player. But, we have a lot of guys returning back on our defensive line. And none of them did nothing other than the lean. So, Levi and Zorky, he got to step it up. Just straight up and down. Dan Campbell doesn't actually believe you don't need an elite quarterback. He said because he knows they won't draft Goff replacement, they want to keep his morale up. That is what it is. You know,
it made no sense to do that. You're supposed to have another team drooling or afraid that you're going to take Willis.
And then if you don't take Willis, who you taking at number 2?
No, I'm just saying if they are going to go
Ask your question.
If they are going to go a trade way, play a better game of poker.
No, Lee tried to.
You're supposed to be in love with everybody at 2.
Yeah, and I
love everybody. Oh,
but like I said, if they stay at 2, y'all let me know who would they take right now. If no Malik Willis is on the board at 2, who do you take?
They probably gonna reach for Trayvon.
I think they go Thibodeau.
Trayvon, you drafting a run stopper. You know, you might as well move back.
Thibodeau, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, Thibodeau gonna have the fan base against him too. How much you want to bet?
No, he won't. Detroit.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
They ride everybody. They ride with Kelly and they ride with Thibodeau. Oh, man.
That's it, man. It is what it is. I know how this book gonna go. There, Jared Goff had Brandon. Shout out to Free 313. He said Jared Goff is buck. He had Brandon Cooks, Ty Gurnish, Promise, still couldn't get it done. Dude, who did Goff throw to last year? Who did Aaron Rodgers throw to versus Arizona? Who was Tom Brady throwing to all them damn years? Who was he throwing to in LA? Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Higsby, Todd Gurley. He still didn't get it done.
Joe Burrow throwing to a rookie, made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, who people complaining because he couldn't see because he was.
Oh, whoa,
man, who that is, man?
What's going on?
He gone. Just another word of saying if we lose, it's not on Goff's fault. Let's say dissipates focus and keeps it off. At the end of the day, Goff make $30 million, Brandon, too. So Stafford dealt with the bullshit in Detroit. So should he.
Yeah.
so should he. And Goff did it, and Stafford did what he couldn't do in 1 year. You know, he had a super team for sure. I ain't gonna, he had a better team. I met him. I seen him on the casino on my birthday. I said, I'm gonna hit him up. He talk shit about Stafford, boy. Yeah. Goff might not be the greatest quarterback, but offensive struggles were not all his fault. What wasn't his fault? You had a run game. You had a run game.
You had protection.
He had the best tight end in football. He had the scat backs and the running backs. What else you want? What else you want? Don't know. Come on. They got Josh Reynolds. He looked good. Amon Ra, he was cooking last year a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. Tom Brady didn't have no damn fucking weapons, nigga. It was doing the David Gibbons and Deion Branch. And when they left, most of them, Troy Brown played both ways. When they left, they didn't do nothing else. Shit, when Randy left, he didn't do nothing else outside of Brady. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. So, you make $30 million. Shit, you better be like what's that easy bake oven to make that shit work quick. Shoot. They got the number 1 tight end in the game. What else you want?
You can't even blame the play calling either.
Nope.
Like, it's him.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how good your defense is. When they're on the field all game, you're going to lose if the offense can't score. Fact. Or just move the ball and give you a rest. Michael might say good live show. Appreciate it, bro. It is what it is. That's what people are. I would love to know they snap count. I'm going to see if I can find that out. We heard a lot since Caldwell. We didn't score enough points. Still the problem today. Defense has carried us since Sue and them for the most part, but also even going back when Mike Marsh was the offensive coordinator, bro, and even little Steve Mariucci and them. Even Mike Marsh, we marched up the field a lot of the time, bro. We just didn't get points. We kept kicking field goals and punting. Real talk. John Kennedy will march us up the field, dink and dack, and we get to the 20, inside the 20 to the 20-yard line or over the 50, and we kick a field goal to turn it over or punt it. It is what it is.
How good is Hockey going to be if we have a receiver?
You said what? A receiver? Well, come on. Tom Brady didn't have no receivers. I mean, you talk about Kyler Murray at the end of the season, he didn't have DeAndre Hopkins. You didn't pay $30 million, bro. If you could throw that hoe to yourself, you bet to. Who did Derek Carr had last year? Edwards and what's my man's name? The white boy, Hunter Renfrow. He's still in the playoffs. Yeah, Waller didn't do shit down the stretch. I think he was injured too. He ain't do a damn thing down the stretch. He was kind of fading. Josh Jacobs always injured. What else you got?
If you got Hawkinson not getting double teamed every time now, though.
Yeah, Deshaun.
Figure it out. Gronkowski been seeing the triple team ever since Aaron Hernandez left. Figure that shit out.
If Hawkinson getting double teamed, that's why we need a mobile quarterback that's going to make him pay for that. You know,
man, that was beautiful.
You better throw something. Jared Goff
in that middle of the field look very.
That'll be beautiful.
Very Russell Wilson.
Man, you don't even need mobile quarterbacks. You gotta throw somebody open. Throw somebody open, bro. What else you doing? Give a nigga a chance on the back shoulder. You know, but he did get comfortable when Josh Reynolds got there and he started throwing it down the field a little bit. But his arm is shot too from that oblique injury. So, you know. His arm, I never liked his arm. I never really understand where he got this big arm talent from. I never thought his arm was Joe Flacco Stafford-esh. Cam Newton-ish. You know what I'm saying? I never thought he had a rocket. He said you need a top 10 quarterback to win the shit. Nah, I mean, these days, yeah, because they cheating the game towards the quarterback.
You need a top 10 to be a consistent winner, period. Just being real.
I mean, you consistently keep going. Dak Prescott had all the receivers in the world. And guess what happened? He had his best report was with Cedric Wilson. You know, Jalen Hurts didn't have no receivers neither. Nelson Aguilar, not Aguilar. What's the boy name they got instead of him? Man, what's that receiver name? No, the other boy they drafted before him.
Oh, Jalen Reagor.
Trash. You know, he can run though. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. When you think about who else you got out there? I mean, shit. Daniel Jones had all the great receivers too. He had the great Galloway.
They had 0 touchdowns. That shit crazy as hell.
Boy, what's the dude from Florida who had that?
Darius Toney.
Man, he's coming on hot. Daniel Jones is trash.
Who's that guy who had Calvin Johnson most of his career? He couldn't win shit. Oh man.
Like I said, if he was gonna win one playoff game, it was gonna be versus Dallas when he had Golden Tate and Calvin. They was one of the most underrated nasty duels out there too, bro. Because Golden Tate came here fooling, bro. Dude, Eli had 2 rings before Pay never did. We all know he was terrible. No, I say this. See, you bring that up. I watched Peyton Manning get his dick knocked in the dirt every playoff run. Miami Dolphins, I think, beat him. Jacksonville beat him. Jerome Bettis gave them the fucking Super Bowl, and they still lost to Pittsburgh. Peyton Manning wasn't no playoff quarterback.
Is Eli terrible?
Huh?
You said Eli is terrible?
He said that. I said Eli's a great playoff quarterback. If you say
I was just about to say that, yeah. Like Eli's one of the best playoff quarterbacks I ever seen. That's what's crazy.
Even the one they lost with Odell Beckham and when they went on the boat trip, he was throwing that hole in the money versus Green Bay. Yeah, that's another playoff loss. So if you had to say who I'd rather take in the and for a playoff run, Peyton or Eli, I'm going with Eli every time, bro. Peyton Manning was a terrible playoff quarterback, bro. In the Super Bowl that he won versus Rex Grossman, in the Super Bowls that he won, Rex Grossman and Von Miller carried him and Cam Newton scared to jump in the pile and get the fumble. There you go. I still remember Tracy Porter. That's one of my favorite Super Bowl moments. Tracy Porter picking them off, sending them home. Pointing at him. Boy, I couldn't stand. I hate the Bears. I was hoping the Bears. I lost some money on that shit in high school. I was hoping the Bears had beat them. I hate the Bears. I respect Peyton, man. Shout out to, I was watching the Adrian James interview he did, Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Adrian James, man. That was a good interview.
Shout out Peyton. I know some of his family. Shout out to him. So.
I would take Willis at number 2 because you still have 2 years to build him, and not like they can't understand. At the end of the day, but they're going to take Bryce Young. Y'all going to be happy with Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, you know, like I said before. And if they develop, they develop. But, you know, if your issue is a short quarterback, Bryce Young ain't got nothing athletically on Malik Willis, and his arm ain't shit neither. And compared to him, he throwing. As soon as you took the 5 stars and put the 4 stars in there, he struggled. He was struggling all year. That's the worst Heisman I witnessed in my life. He was the worst Heisman Trophy winner. Even Eric Crouch had a good year when he won. You like, yeah, I see why Eric Crouch got it. You know, with saying all of that, you just said about the defense. What would you say the team would identify as a defensive team like Baltimore? Example, they identify as a 3-win team, bro, with 1 draw. That's what they identify. So, and even if Baltimore identifies as a defensive team, did they make the playoffs last year? I don't know.
That's my pleasure.
That's my pleasure. Did they make the playoffs? They didn't.
You ain't get that sound bite, CJ?
Oh, which?
You lost your mind? I guess we know you lost your damn mind.
You know, I got it, bro. This is my new favorite one right here, though.
It's like going to heaven and finding God smoking crack.
You need to get that quack one, man. That quack for when people be ducking and boxing, bro. That should be so weird.
This should go on for a while, though. This one I ain't can find. Oh, I had another one too. I was lost my train of thought. I had another one too that was funny.
Man, this shit is funny, bro.
I got the Purge bill. Hell yeah, I be putting them in their notes so I can remember. That helped me. When I put them in my notes, they help me remember to get them joints. So when I got some time, I'll be getting them and stuff. If Matt Carroll at fall to 32 take them, yes, I do. I'm a Matt Carroll fan. I do, and y'all don't like it?
I don't give a fuck.
I like Matt Carroll. They want to trade back. I'll trade back in New Orleans. Shit. That's what y'all really want. And get all the defensive players y'all want. But I like Matt Carroll and I like Carson Strong. Carson Strong come to Detroit. He got to get on that some dispensary, smoking that Carson Strong if we start winning. You know, but I'm pulling up the cookies to get that Carson Strong. They probably take Thibodeau. Yeah, I like Thibodeau too. I ain't complaining about it. I like Jermaine Johnson. I like Thibodeau. I like Trayvon Walker. I just like to move back a little bit and get Trayvon Walker. I'm going to start looking at some of the cornerbacks too. I like Daxton Hill. I still like David Ajabo. Hey, you know who I like for real too? I seen too. That running back from Iowa State, Breece Hall. Woo! That's a bad boy right there too, man. Shout out to Breece Hall. I wasn't expecting to see that type of highlight tape. He broke Derrick Henry record for the most consecutive rushing touchdowns in college football with 24. Could have had 25 if he played the bowl game, but I feel him. But yeah,
that's Big 12 where they don't play defense. So I mean, congratulations.
Still he ran through number 6 Oklahoma though. Still. I like him though, bro. I like him. I like him in Detroit though.
He gonna be solid in the NFL.
Yeah, his stepdad and his I forget the dude name from Nebraska, man. And they played Nebraska, and his mentor's godfather is running back from Nebraska. I forget his name, bro.
Ron Dane.
No, Nebraska. That's Wisconsin. I forget, bro.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Ron Dane, boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was an op I like. I used to watch them niggas play, boy. That was an op I like watch play. Man, Ron Dane was different. He was different in college, boy. Yeah. Thibodeau is probably the pick. Cool, I'm cool with it. But Ryan, you wouldn't, man. I say this in my history of watching the Big Ten, bro. Ron Dane and Charles Wilson Heisman, they last years, and I think Ron Dane won the Heisman, but them was two of the best, Big Ten years I can remember, bro. And shout out to Randall L. I used to watch Randall L. play quarterback in Indiana too. Shout out to Randall L. That was my boy when he played in Indiana.
Randall L. did a good job with those young wides.
Oh, yes, he did, bro.
We had a lot of injuries at wide too, fellas.
Yeah, like, Tennessee Fist
coaching his ass off.
Hopefully, he gets a lot of
coaching his ass off. Mark Brunell was coaching his ass off.
Dude Staley.
Yeah, dude, like man, like. Hey.
Yeah. Campbell's right because Stafford is not an elite quarterback. I mean, you can say what you want to say. I agree with that, but if he ain't elite, he really better than Kirk Cousins. Put Kirk Cousins on the Rams. Our pick would be in the top 15, boy. At least top 20.
I mean, and what does that really mean, elite? We'll just go for damn good and win it all. How about that? Let's go for a damn good quarterback.
Or we're just the right one.
So
The
if you
right
want to
one.
go elite,
How
of
about
course, elite
average?
is top 10.
No, we don't need average. We need the right one.
Yeah, we need
I agree with
B,
Campbell. The
bro.
Ravens. Hold on.
Damn good quarterback.
The Ravens won the Super Bowl with Elvis Gerback and Joe Flacco 0-1. Elvis Gerback wasn't a quarterback. He probably played some snaps.
No,
That
Elvis
was
Gerback came the year after they won. Was so
yeah.
bad he never played again after that year.
That was
Some
Trent Dilfer. But shout out to Elvis Gerback,
years
Michigan's
at Super Bowl
finest.
existed because he gave
Hold on. The difference. Hey, look. The difference with Joe Flacco, bro. Joe Flacco was damn good, bro. They should have had 2 Super Bowls if Lee Evans, another Big Ten player, didn't drop the ball that fell in his lap in the AFC Championship game. Joe Flacco should have at least 2 Super Bowl
that one when the Patriots beat them, they had to
Tom Brady
hit him with a trick play or some more shit to beat him.
Man, one of my favorite plays is when Joe Flacco launched that bitch to Jacoby Jones and to beat Peyton Manning and them. He drew that hole like 70 yards, dog. He threw it on the money. Joe Flacco better than Kirk Cousins. At that point, Joe Flacco was a bad boy, bro. He had an elite arm too. Joe Flacco was not a bad quarterback. He was better than he was the best Ravens quarterback in history, dating since they've been in Baltimore. Name me a better other than Lamar. Lamar ain't won shit yet. So
did my boy Aaron McNair play for them, man?
He wasn't, man. Hold on. Look. Joe Flacco, man. Joe Flacco at that time was better than Steve McNair at that time. I love Aaron McNair to death. I got the Tennessee Titans jersey.
CJ, I got a question, man. Why do Detroit fans think they gotta get out the mud all the time, man? Like they got the trenches just to win.
No, matter of fact, we've been in the mud so long, so it's desperation. We all want to win, you know. Like,
it's like they get mad when they hear about superstars want to come in. Like, no, I don't want that. I mean,
they was real critical, man. Everybody just.
Well, the thing about the superstars is a lot of them dudes that came to Detroit and they didn't gave up. They stopped giving the effort, and when that stopped happening in Detroit, that's when Grover Quinn and Golden Tate came. That was like the 2 best free agent pickups we had since like Brett Perriman or James Stewart and them. Them the 2 best ones because Grover Quinn, he was the best safety in football for a minute. I had an argument. We just wasn't winning games. As soon as old fat Patricia came in here, got rid of him.
I just wonder, Grover
Quinn?
It's crazy.
Yeah, Grover
Quinn. What year?
He was quite as soon as he got here. Yeah, you just didn't know about it because we weren't winning.
What year? What year? Let me hear what year.
One of them years?
I don't know. Like whenever he came to Detroit, like his first couple years in Detroit, was about Patricia came. He had a game-winning fumble over on Adam Thielen. Remember that? Remember he stripped Adam Thielen from that? It was balling. He just didn't get no recognition, bro, because he played. We didn't win. That's just the honest truth, bro. That dude was might be our best free agent pickup since the turn of the century. Yep, because James Stewart was in 99, 98? So yeah, in the last 20 years, it's either him or Golden Tate.
He came to y'all in 2013, and he was second team All Pro in 2014. He won't better.
Bro, all I'm saying, man, I think he was some of them years. I love Earl.
He was never better. Earl was always the best.
Man, Earl was always the best.
He got hurt. That last
man, Earl was good, but Earl also played with Cam Chancellor too.
Shoot, Earl was saving all the motherfuckers' ass time after time and time.
Earl was good, but he wasn't Grover Quinn some of them years. Tell you that. If he was in Detroit, he would have been.
Way better. He was number one.
No, he wasn't. He probably was number one, but he wasn't way better than him. He wasn't way. He got Cam Chancellor. And he had Bobby Wagner.
Cam Chancellor and Bobby Wagner, they had Earl. That shit, most of that shit we did would not work without Earl over the top. Because we used to get beat over the top a lot. Because
y'all played cover 3, one single high safety. That's why Pete Carroll still ain't made the adjustment, bro. They play that same cover 3 single high safety, bro. Of course you gonna get smoked when you got one safety high. Especially you can go through them seams.
That shit won't happen when Earl was with us though.
That's different though because that's what he can make shit happen over the top. But they played the same cover 3 single high. You gotta have somebody fast in that position because you got Cam in the box playing the flats to the box to the flats, and Bobby Wagner was able to get depth from the middle, like Burlacker cover 2 type of depth from the middle all the way to that deep half. So Wagner coming up playing the run and being able to get to that back half and early going over the top really made Richard Sherman life a lot easier. But he said, I don't disagree because Dan Campbell say it happened, but it's a few years from. I mean, yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo this year and a couple years ago, but I mean, you have to make one throw. So, since bad quarterbacks have won titles, simply true. Elite quarterback isn't needed. When has bad quarterbacks won titles? Tell me the last time a bad quarterback won a title, bro. Tell me. And tell me when he won in a market like Cincinnati or Cleveland, bro, or Jacksonville. If Jacksonville had a lead quarterback instead of Blaine Gabbert, where would they be? What if Chicago took Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes over Mitchell Trubisky?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. See, we at that point.
Man, I'm glad they did.
Bad franchises have different rules, dog. You need special talent to overcome bad franchises. So it's not the same as New England. It's not the same.
That CJ, and it makes other guys actually want to come to that city.
Yes,
yes.
Oh,
I get to run with him. Oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
You think people want to go to Cleveland just to go to Cleveland? No.
And take pay cuts and all types of stuff, bro. Carson Palmer, he was elite, but he should have had a Super Bowl win in Cincinnati if he didn't break his leg. That is true.
People gonna want to go to Cincinnati now. Like, I can run Joe.
Of course. Joe got the buffs on, boy. Joe out here fooling.
Oh, man, I'll go roll with Jared Goff in Detroit. No.
Hell no. What old boy? What Jamar Chase said? He like God to me. I said, nigga, what?
That was a bit too much.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
He said it does provide security, but you probably can count on both of your hands the times a team won a Super Bowl. Yeah, in fact, man, look, bro, you talking about historically, me thinking about it. Backup quarterback Jeff Hostetler, Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, Nick Foles. But that Nick Foles did throw like 7 touchdowns in the game. But Nick Foles and 2 of them, and Jimmy Garoppolo made it, but 2 of them was backups and Jeff Hostetler and Nick Foles. Ken O'Donnell did make a Super Bowl too, I believe. He played the Cowboys and got smashed. So yeah, I know a little history of shit too. Eli's the best of the bad quarterback. I can't even say he a bad quarterback, bro. Like he's solid. What's Kirk Cousins then? I predict someone's trading up for Willis.
How can he be bad when he's one of the most clutch quarterbacks I ever seen?
Hey, I was there when. Real quick, I was there when he threw that joint to Mario Manningham. I was in the building. Go ahead.
It's one thing you can't say about him. You can't say he a loser.
Nope.
That's one word.
Clutch. Yeah, playoff game, bro. I want him on my side. Odell talked all that shit, dropped them balls in the playoff game. He should have shut up. Worst quarterback to win the Super Bowl, Trent Dilfer, Jim Plunkett. Yeah, Jim Plunkett, damn. Brad Johnson come to mind, elite one. Yeah, Jim Plunkett, that's one for you right there. How come Malik broke more tackles than Breece Hall all last year? Because the one thing about that is,
who was the Falcons quarterback when they went?
Scott Chandler. Scott Chandler. I'll never forget that year. It produced one of the worst Super Bowls of all time. The 15-1 Minnesota Vikings was supposed to go to the Super Bowl, and I must admit, Lions Nation, I love that. That was like 98, or that was one of the Broncos years. And I admit, that's one of my favorite teams of all time. And I know they're division rival, but Robert Smith, Chris Carter is probably one of my favorite receivers of all time. Rookie Randy Moss. And what was that kicking name? Morton Anderson. It was Morton or Gary Anderson. He goes up there. I'm on my grandma runner and shit. We laying there.
Randy Moss got a top 10 jersey ever, bro.
Yeah, no, look, check this out. I'm on my grandma runner laying in the floor and shit. And it says, Morton and Gary Anderson hasn't missed a kick in 50,000 kicks and shit. I'm saying, oh, man, Minnesota going to the bowl. They're about to play Denver. It's about to go down. This nigga missed a kick, bro. Next thing you know, you blinking and they doing the fucking Dirty Bird dance, bro. I wasn't mad at Jamal Anderson and them boys won. I just knew it was going to happen. And Denver came and smacked them, boy. Came and smacked them. But my boy was Terrell Davis, too, boy. I mean, I used to love 90s football, boy. I had so many favorite players back then, bro. Terrell Davis. Obviously, Barry. Barry was bigger than the mayor. But even basketball, too. A.I. Grant. I ain't never liked Michael Jordan, boy. I tell you that right there. But But Terrell Davis and Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Roberts, Randall Cunningham before he became a passer. That was his last year.
Dion.
Man, Randall Cunningham deserved that shit, boy. Oh, everybody loved Dion, boy. Dion had niggas wearing the bandanas to school and shit, boy. That when the Cowboys was the Cowboys. When the 90s Cowboys, that's what they were living off of. That was the real deal back then. Them niggas ain't nothing like that, bro. I remember America's team. This shit right here. This is MAGA team, boy. But back in the day, that was the truth. I don't think it was Lawrence Phillips because he passed. I forget who it was, bro. Watch my Breece Hall video in the draft spotlight play. Brad Johnson, the Redskins. Oh yeah, who won with the Redskins? It wasn't Brad Johnson. Who won with the Redskins in the 90s? Who was he, bro? Hold on. Yeah, you got a point. Hold on. Y'all remember who the quarterback was?
Mark Wright then. That was Mark Wright.
Ripien.
Yeah, and what's my man's name from the HBCU?
And Doug Williams.
Doug Williams, the first black one. Ooh, Black History Month. Somebody gonna get on my head, boy. Yeah, Doug Williams, boy. Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Grambling's finest. Grambling's finest, boy. Yes, sir. Grambling, Darryl Green was on that. Was this the 80s? Ain't that your 87 season?
But Darryl played for 20 years.
Yeah, he did. And that motherfucker was fast for all 20.
Man, he probably still fast right now.
You ain't lying, boy. Yep, Doug Williams was 18 for 29, 340, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Well, I'd still be scared if Darryl Green was chasing me down, boy. That's his son. You can't run, Pops. Hawk your ass down. Hell, get Goff the hell out of my city, please, Great Lake Ruler. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I agree. Got to start the process, player. Quinn led him picks that year. Dre White, what's going on, player, man? I'm going to get on there. We got a link on Twitch, bro. I'm going to get some more games, too, bro. I'm going to get Smash Brothers on Twitch. I've been posting, got that shit, bro.
Oh, you finally got it?
No, I ain't got it. Yeah, I posted it on my buddy. I'm going to grab it. No, what you do, download that shit?
Yeah,
you download it on Xbox?
Yeah.
You download it on Xbox?
Yeah.
I'm going to look into that. I see a lot of people playing that shit. I be talking cash shit.
I ain't that good.
I had Call of Duty 2. That shit wasn't good though, but the new one. But I'm still trying to beat San Andreas remastered. I never beat that shit. I gotta be close. They should still get a quarterback. I think Goff possibly can play better. Yeah, that San Andreas remastered. They should have did a better job on the graphics. They just do that shit together. I still like it. They remastered it.
They've been milking y'all for about 15 years now.
Yeah, they remastered it. You get it free on. I got it free on. I get it free. They remastered the 3. Was it Vice City, Liberty City, and San Andreas? They brought them back for the current gen.
San Andreas on PS2, right? Right.
On PS4? No, San Andreas on San Andreas on Xbox game. San Andreas, it was on all of them. Wasn't it?
Originally?
I don't remember, bro. I think it was on. I had PS2 back then, so I would know. But if you got that PlayStation, I don't know PlayStation Game Pass is, but Xbox Game Pass, you get San Andreas for free.
Nah, it's just on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, for free. And then the other one, they remastered it. And then the other one is on. What's one on PS4?
I don't know. I got a 5. I don't know.
Yeah,
who got the 2K on the 5? That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, I couldn't even find a 5. I seen the Xbox
place to get it. The only thing is you're gonna probably drop $800 because we got to.
I can wait, bro. I wanted to get the Xbox X1 and shit at GameStop. You had to buy 2 games with a damn gift card. That shit came with $800. I was like, you know what, bro?
I think I probably can find something, bro. I'll shoot you a link or something, bro.
Bet. Yeah, nigga, like shit. If it fell off the truck, I ain't mad at it neither, bro. Wink, wink. I'm from Detroit, baby. Yeah, only 6 game win. They make 6 games. That's an improvement. I take that. You sleeping on Emmitt Smith? You did. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I like Emmitt, man. Such a nice guy, bro, and good runner, bro. Shout out to Emmitt. I remember he broke the rushing record, bro. I think he was an Arizona Cardinal. Yeah, I love Emmitt, Michael Irvin.
Hey, who y'all think had the hardest '90s jersey? The hardest NFL
90s. Damn, that's Dallas.
I want to say
Detroit. Dallas, Detroit.
That 49ers.
Oh yeah, Dallas.
I'm gonna have to say the Buccaneers because they changed in '98, right, to the other stuff. They
To the
started
red ones. You talking about the orange sickles?
the red ones. The red ones.
Oh, the red ones. You talking about the Warren Sapp boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mine was Detroit, Dallas.
Seattle.
I like the Eagles. When did the Eagles have the? Seattle shit was cold. You talking about the Ricky Water boys? That's what you talking about?
Yeah.
The Ricky Water boys. Oh yeah, I like them. NFL jerseys was way better back then. But Philadelphia's was too when that white boy was the quarterback. What's his name? He used to be on TV talking a lot.
Oh, I was going to say that.
No, the white boy. They used to be on ESPN, but he ain't there no more. He used to talk about quarterbacks and stuff.
Oh, you talking
he was
about
trash.
Jaws.
Oh yeah,
Jaws.
Jaworski.
Yeah, it's shit. Hey, them joints was fired. All the NFL jerseys, even the Falcons joints was fired. The ones that Vic and them wore in the throwbacks. The ones that Scott Chandler and them had on, the black ones.
I ain't like the big ones. I ain't like the Vic jersey.
No, I'm talking about the ones that Vic wore in the throwbacks. The one that Scott Chandler and them had on. Okay. No, the black ones. The black ones. Yeah, the Dirty Bird black ones. Yup. Yeah, who else had some good jerseys? Man, everybody had good jerseys back then. Oh, the Chargers jerseys forever be immaculate, bro. Them probably the ones right there, especially the 80 boys. The Kellen Winslow Senior boys. Who was that quarterback? Dan Fouts.
Cincinnati.
Yeah. The black and orange ones. Yeah, the Chris Collinsworth boys.
I didn't like those.
I like them joints. People forget Chris Collinsworth for scoring your ass, boy. Campbell's probably the worst line in NFL history. It's not kept a secret that he ain't find a Goff. At the end of the day, sometimes, bro, when you wear your emotions on your sleeve like him, he just one of them real dudes, straight up and down. You could tell the nigga was crying and shit. Threw Goff under the bus. It is what it is. Goff, you make $30 million, you can take it. Right. Chicago Bears quarterback Jim McMahon, Eric Kramer. He won our last playoff game. He went to Chicago. Rex Grossman.
Yeah, Rex Grossman.
Yeah, my bad, Rex Grossman. Yeah, but he won our last playoff game, Eric Kramer. Yeah, we sent him to Chicago. He was fighting like Andre Ware, Rodney Peete too all season, but fucked around and won the playoff game. Scott Mitchell had some straight years. Well, had one straight year here. How couldn't you? Jermaine Crowell, Johnny Morton. Johnny Morton was somebody. If you put him in today's game, he'd be a stud.
That's what I'm saying. He, oh my God, man! Like, and I ain't just bring it up. That's who Chris Olave remind me of, dog. Like as fast as heck can get that separation.
Route running too.
Possession, yeah, just an excellent possession wide, man. Like, man.
Shout out to Herman Moore too. We gotta get Herman Moore's credit. That was my boy back, and I used to love watching Herman. Brett Perriman, Brett Perriman.
Herman was the alpha. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Brett Perriman, he was a free agent anyway. We got him from
Robin. He was
But he was fast. But that was perfect. Because Brett Perriman was a mofo too, boy.
Yeah, for sure. Batman.
That was a perfect combo. We had some great receivers over the years.
That's what I'm saying. With Johnny Moore.
Yeah, Johnny Moore in the slot. Then Jermaine Crowell supposed to take the baton from Herman. I'm mad he got hurt. That's like the biggest Detroit what-if story probably too.
You say no, Javid Best by far. Javid Best.
I don't know, man. It could be. Also, you got Also too, if they didn't take Rick Mahorn off the Pistons too. People forget all that shit happened. Took Rick Mahorn and put him on the expansion T-Wolves.
Talk about Grant Hill with the injury.
Well, that nigga left. We fucked Grant Hill up too, though. But him and Orlando healthy, that'd have been nasty. And the Doc Rivers didn't run off Tim Duncan and tell him his family couldn't ride on the team plane.
Yeah, when they used to call him Grant Can't Hill. I was like, damn.
Man, like I said, Grant Hill was like the Will Smith of basketball. Like
that's funny.
People, yeah, and like look here, people put too much on Grant, bro. They just like I said before, Grant was a nice guy too, but Grant also on the court, he'd dog you out. Remember he slammed Alonzo? He was perfect for Detroit. He had that Will Smith smile, but he also had that Detroit gutter shit. They just hard on Grant Hill. Theo Rattler, Joe. They had a good team. He just didn't have that. Maybe if they kept Allen Houston, it would have been different.
Yeah.
Maybe they would have caught Allen Houston, because him and Jerry Stackhouse, I think they just had missed each other, right?
And then the general management sucked.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They was drafting Brian Cardinal, all kind of motherfuckers.
What
drafted that high schooler Corleone Young.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You going back in the day, bro.
You go
Rodney
way
White.
back.
Rodney White. That was Mateen Cleaves after that shit too. I knew that Mateen Cleaves was the most acceptable bust in my lifetime in Detroit. I understand why they took him. I just be like, cool, bro. I understand. Even though Mo P was to end up being a better player, I take it, bro, because Mateen Cleaves brought a lot of joy to the state of Michigan with that run of Flintstones, man. That shit was legendary.
They did the right thing. Like, oh yeah, good. You drafted Bonzi Wells. Oh, then you
traded him. Traded him. Traded my man. Hold on. Because they was some terrible ass drafters, bro. Especially through the 2000s, bro. Hold on. God. I mean, man, this team could have been turned around.
Damn, that's true. They didn't draft nobody but Tayshaun. It's true.
Bro, and they ain't want to play him until T-Mac was up 100,000 games.
Did they draft O'Kerr? Did they draft him?
Yeah, I think he was a second-round pick.
That was Joe D later.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about we missed on Devin Booker. We missed on so many players, bro. We took Luke Kennard over Devon Mitchell, and then they said Devon Mitchell had the better workout, but they just looking for a shooter. Man, Andre Drummond was the right pick. What about 2011 with Brandon Knight? We took Brandon Knight 7, Campbell 8. No, Campbell Walker went 9. Klay Thompson went 11. The Morris twins went 13, 14. Kawhi Leonard went 15. No, this wasn't the Giannis draft. The Kyrie went number 1. Nikola Vujovic, I didn't even know he went to USC. He went that year. Hold on. That year 2011, he went like 14. Hold on.
Yeah, darkness.
That's darkness. Them drafts.
Yeah, I remember Marshawn Brooks. What happened to my Reggie Jackson with 24 that year? That wasn't man. Bojan Bogdanovic went to Miami. Which one is that one? He still can ball though. Bojan Bogdanovic, that nigga get buckets. He just can't play no defense.
Kyle Singler, right? Then we drafted him.
They gave Kyle Singer, and they gave him more chance than Killian Hayes, my nigga. They kept giving him chances, boy. That's why I don't like Duke players now. Hold on. Oh, he playing the back. That's why I don't like Duke players now. One of the reasons. Because Jason Maxiell, Darko Miller, you talking about Rodney White? Want to see who went out before I get off? Who went before? Who he should have? This is the Kwame Brown draft too. Shout out to Kwame Bus Life. Shout out to Kwame. Hold on. So we took Rodney White. Guess who went next? Ooh. Joe Johnson.
Oh,
the next pick.
Damn.
Richard Jackson. Look at that.
13. Hold on. Remember Stephen Hunter? Shout out to DePaul. Jason Collins. Zach Randolph went 19. He got the hell away from Tri-Mid-Zone. Shout out to Joseph Fort. Gerald Wallace went 25. Tony Parker was the last pick. Samuel Dellenberg, 26. Jamal Tinsley. Shout out to Jamal Tinsley. Gilbert Arenas went 31st. Omar Cook in the building. Scalabrini. I mean, your boy go right here. Benjamin Folk, Minimal Core, 38.
Ain't no getting no shot.
Earl Watson. Earl Watson let old girl go. From that's my old girl from Jason Taylor's sister. That be on Fox. What's her name? Joy Taylor said he proposed. I ain't want to marry you though. Rest in peace to Lauren Woods though.
He was dating her.
That was his fiance.
Remember, she was hating on the Lions last year, throwing shots at them.
Yeah. Yep. Jaron Collins went 53. I mean, shit, this is some classic shit right here. No, let me do one more. Oh, you talking about the Bonzi Wells draft? Let's look at Mateen Cleaves. I don't think nobody really won that Mateen Cleaves draft other than we drafted Scott Pollard too in 97. Damn. Missed that one. And Charles O'Bannon in the second round.
That 03 draft. That legendary draft.
Man, bro. Well, at least we got Carlos Delfino out of that draft.
Shit, then we
Michael Dolan. Yeah, some shit like that. No, Mark Dolfino, he won with us before he got shipped off and left. But Mike wasn't nobody after Bonzi Will. You had a Brawl Pierce won 1 pick before Bonzi Will. Dirk Nowitzki went 2 picks before him. Larry Hughes went another one. Jason Williams went another. Robert Tractor Trailer, rest in power, my brother. Vince Carter. It's a good draft right here, other than Ola Candy. Mike Bibby, Rafiq LaFrance, Antoine Jameson. But after we went, I just see Michael Doliak, Keon Clark, Michael Dickerson, Rashno Sterovich.
Believe it or not, this class had refreshing the whole league because White Chocolate Jason Williams came in there amazing, and Vince Carter came in amazing.
Yeah, Paul Pierce was good too. Dirk Nowitzki, Larry Hughes, Tyronn Lue went in that draft. Ricky Davis, Pat Garrity, another white boy that could shoot it. Al Harrington out of high school.
Yeah, I remember that from France.
Yeah, I just said it. Felipe Lopez, he had a lot of hype coming out of New York City. Didn't live up to it though, but Rashard Lewis caught out of high school in this draft. Who else up in here? We took Corleone Young. I don't even know who that is. He definitely was in high school. Kateem Mobley went 1 pick after Corleone Love. Ray Austin went 1 pick before Corleone Love, and Kateem went 1 pick after him. Sean Marks. Corey, no, I wasn't Corey Brewer. Derek Dow from Eastern Michigan. Yeah, I do one more. I do one more. This shit might be live stream worthy right here, bro. I'll do the Scott Pollard draft. This might be live stream worthy, maybe Sunday or something. Like Joe Dumars might try to jump up in this bitch and cut some of y'all niggas out some of these years, though.
I gave y'all a ring. What else do y'all want from me?
We just want a Devin Booker, dog. I was mad they ain't not just take Devin Booker. I was mad they ain't take. What's my man's name that can't stay healthy on Memphis? Man, he was. I don't think he on Memphis no more. What's my man's name? Justice Winslow. That's who I wanted.
Oh yeah, everybody did. Everybody.
Yeah, that's my dude. That was my guy. Scott Pilgrim with 19. This the 2001.
Next Michael Jordan. You remember that?
This the 97 draft. Duncan, Van Horn, Chauncey Billups, Antonio Daniels, Tony Batty. I remember him a little bit. Ron Mercer, Tim Thomas, Donald Foyle, Tony Batty. Yeah. Thank you. Tracy McGrady, Danny Fordson, racist ass, Austin Croshier, Calvin Cato, Maurice Taylor.
Austin Croshier was rough. Y'all can say what y'all want.
Croshier, Paul. Who went after Scott? Bobby Jackson went after Scott Pollard. That's the only person I can really think of that we should have took.
Rough too.
Yeah, he was.
R.I.P. Man, he passed away, didn't he?
Did he not? Bobby Jackson ain't passed away.
Oh, he did.
Steven Jackson won the draft. Hey, I hope not. That's Bobby Jackson. That was my nigga. Huh? You paid for the keys.
Yeah, I think he passed away. I'm not sure.
That was my nigga. That was my nigga on live. Yeah. He's still alive.
My fault.
Him and Mike.
Hell yeah, we share the same birthday. He's still alive. My nigga Bobby's still alive. We share the same birthday.
Bobby Jackson.
Oh no. He coaching on the Kings right now. The Stockton Kings in the G League. Trying to knock OG Bobby out of here. Bobby somewhere waking up in his bed. My heart itching. Antonio McDyess was the baddest joker in the league until he injured his knee.
Did that say guy Sham got him? My tripping down there.
Or Sham got where? Hold on.
Oh, wait, the bottom. My tripping did to say that.
98, 97.
Where?
Yeah, there you go.
45. Where? 45? Yep. Oh, yeah. Same guy. Yep. Man, I'm going to get out of here, man, so I can close my Friday. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Lions Live 101 playlist. Appreciate y'all. Hit the replay. Peace.